What an obligation you all have to be honest, not just to be friends, because if you don't read the news, you're ignorant, and if you do, you're misinformed. What specifically did Denzel Washington say play that precious nonsense? His recent disclosure of new Hollywood secrets has sent shockwaves through Tinseltown, terrifying its inhabitants. The exposure of these unrevealed truths has also created a sense of urgency and unease within the entertainment industry. With no filter and no fear, the legendary actor peeled back the layers of secrecy that covered the film industry and exposed the shady dealings and gossip, or the antics of its most powerful figures in a tell-all that left jaws on the floor. Denzel Washington's recent interview with The Hollywood Reporter sent shockwaves through the ranks of Hollywood's elite. Denzel didn't hold back when he called out the Hollywood elite for their nauseating arrogance and their grandiose belief that they are society's moral compass. He likened their inflated sense of self-importance to the delusions of royalty acting, as if they were demigods walking among mere mortals behind closed doors. These pampered stars prance around their lavish, multi-million-dollar mansions, completely disconnected from the real struggles of everyday people, yet they have the audacity to lecture the masses on how to live their lives blissfully unaware of the eye rolls and head shaking they induce in the public. But Denzel wasn't done throwing shade. He took aim at the declining ratings of big Hollywood awards, shows exposing how they've become nothing more than soapboxes for pushing identity politics. He called out the hypocrisy of these woke Hollywood elites who preach about inclusivity and diversity but fail to practice what they preach. It's all about optics and virtue signaling, not genuine change or progress. And let's talk about those award shows for a minute. While some actors stroke their egos and compete for shiny trophies, Denzel couldn't help but point out the absurdity of the whole charade. He reminded everyone that making movies is nothing more than a luxury, a gift, really. Denzel laughed at the idea that they are doing something extraordinary and contrasted their struggles to the true heroes who serve in the military or toil in labor-intensive jobs. Mel Gibson, a Hollywood icon who has previously called out these elites, appeared to be an ally for Denzel Washington, as Gibson, who was seated next to Washington in the interview, was seen nodding in agreement with the veteran actor's forthright statements. Additionally, in a candid interview that shocked Hollywood, Denzel revealed the dark side of the film industry, where wealthy Hollywood elites try to coerce performers into doing roles that don't reflect their ideals. The legendary actor, known for his powerful performances, opened up about the odd roles he was once forced into, revealing the manipulative tactics used by Hollywood elites. In the interview, Denzel Washington reflected on his early days in the industry and recalled an odd movie role he was offered in 1986. In 1986, I was cast in a movie. The movie, which I dubbed That They Couldn't Kill, featured a disturbing plot in which his character, a black man, was accused of impersonating a white woman. As if that weren't disturbing enough, the plot also included numerous attempts to electrocute and hang his character while trying to portray him as some sort of twisted hero. But what shocked Denzel even more was the laid-back attitude of some Hollywood insiders during the audition process. The fact that Denzel Washington stood his ground and declined to take on roles but compromised his principles says a lot about his character and integrity. I said, right, that ain't funny, so to me, it wasn't funny. It's disheartening to learn that even someone as talented and respected as Denzel Washington faced such pressure and manipulation in the early days of his career. Denzel has previously raised awareness of the widespread problem of whitewashing in the industry, insisting that white actors should not be cast in roles intended for people of color. He asked why he needed a black director when a white director could have done it instead, because it was not a part of his culture. In any case, as we continued to delve into Denzel's tell-all interview, he exposed a dark aspect of the casting process, where actors are frequently pitted against one another in cutthroat auditions. He explained how some auditions were designed to humiliate and exploit actors just to see who could handle the pressure being on stage, the amount of tension that being on stage would bring. This insider's account of the industry's nepotism and favoritism only serves to support the idea that Hollywood can be a difficult and unjust environment to traverse. It's clear why Denzel's willingness to speak out against the movie industry's shadowy practices puts him at odds with those who would prefer to keep their manipulative practices hidden, but this is precisely the reason his revelations are so significant and powerful. Denzel's expose has undoubtedly raised eyebrows in Hollywood. Denzel Washington has displayed incredible bravery in utilizing his position to expose shady practices and dubious ethical standards in the entertainment industry. In addition, in contrast to the elites, Denzel has attempted to shift the narrative in Hollywood by being a genuine nice person. In sharp contrast to the self-serving antics of the elite, Denzel Washington stands out as a shining example of morality in Hollywood. However, some powerful players in the business frequently participate in charity only as a front to enhance their own reputations. Unlike the pompous display of elitism masquerading as philanthropy by some, Denzel has chosen a different path, one of sincere altruism and heartfelt dedication to making a positive impact. His involvement with numerous charitable organizations is proof of his commitment to bringing about real change and helping those in need. Through his long-standing affiliation with the Boys and Girls Clubs of America, which has been essential in providing a safe haven and opportunity for growth for many young people, Denzel's love for aiding the underprivileged youngsters is evident. Education and growth. Personally, Denzel's commitment to this cause illustrates his conviction in the need of developing the next generation's potential and giving them the tools they need to succeed outside of American boundaries. Save Africa's Children is a foundation dedicated to bettering the lives of poor children in Africa. Similar organization focuses on tackling important concerns including access to education, healthcare, and basic necessities. Denzel transfers similar compassion to this charity. Denzel's commitment demonstrates his awareness of the global significance of humanitarian endeavors and the significance of improving communities everywhere. In addition, in order to ensure that the most vulnerable members of society receive the support and opportunities they need, Denzel Washington has joined the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund, an organization that was founded as a result of the visionary leader's commitment to improving the future of South Africa's children. In contrast to some Hollywood elites' glitzy endeavors, Denzel's involvement with this worthy cause shows his unshakable dedication to maintaining Mandela's legacy and promoting a society where children are nourished and encouraged to grow. Denzel's generosity demonstrates a sincere desire to make a significant impact in the lives of others, whether via monetary donations or other means, rather than a need for publicity or praise. Active participation or utilizing his position to spread awareness when it comes to giving back to the community and utilizing his influence for the common good, Denzel exemplifies the real spirit of philanthropy. In any case, these allegations made by Denzel are only the tip of the iceberg in terms of the rot that permeates the industry. Trust me, there's a lot more hiding behind those velvet curtains, and if the truth ever comes out, it'll send shockwaves through Hollywood. Denzel Washington's efforts to change the narrative in Hollywood extend far beyond the silver screen. He serves as an example of what it means to be a good person, leading by example and using his success and privilege to up. This doesn't surprise me because Denzel has always been a really good guy. He also occasionally calls out the woke bullshit going in the world. In any case, the guy is genuinely down to earth and a man